Start at the back of your mat in child's pose and find your breath calm. This is your time to take care of yourself. Slowly go into your cat pose, curve the spine, and cow. Look up. Look towards your navel, curve the spine, and look up. Gently warming up with the breath in and out. In and out. Shake your head, shake your hips as we prepare for our first pose, puppy dog pose. Stretch the arms out a little further and gently melt your heart towards the ground. Forehead's on the ground and hold the pose. Let the pose do its magic. Just focus on your breath. Stay calm. To intensify the pose, you may look forward and your chin will be still on the ground. But do your best to melt the heart down. Ideally, or one day, it will touch. This may never happen, of course, but it is something to go towards, and you never know until you try. Accepting where you are, what happened, go into your first downward dog, bend your knees, shake it out, and jump or step to the top of your mat. Forward bend, either in a rag doll, clasping your elbows, or you may try a more advanced position, hands under feet. And this will intensify the neck stretch. Bend your knees as much as you need to and then straighten them a bit till you find that wonderful stretch. Great job. Find your breath and your focus. Slowly come out of the pose. We're going to find a clasped hand position. Pointer fingers are up. And we're going to use this a few times. Just use this in mountain pose to look up. Shoulders stretch. Find your prayer mudra. And try again. If you don't want to clasp your hands, just have them up. Stretched up. Forward fold. We're going to go straight into a warrior one with the hands clasped. Upward, look up, and then pyramid pose. So we're getting full range, looking forward and up with the neck. Bend your knee as much as you need to in this position. This is just a goal to go towards. Then we're going to step back, Chaturanga Cobra. Hold the pose. And downward dog. Great job. Left foot, prepare for warrior one, hands clasped. Reverse that warrior. Just warming up the spine. And pyramid pose. Find the connection and then straighten your leg from there. Beautiful job. Slowly come out of the pose, step back, Chaturanga. We're going to go into Sphinx pose, supporting yourself, and just look up if you can. Gentle neck stretch, gentle heart opener. Of course, if you want to take this a step further, you can straighten your arms. Go to a seal position. But listen to your body, do what's right for you on that particular day. Sometimes you don't want to go into your fullest position and you need a more restorative pose, and that's okay too. Back into a cat and a cow, and downward dog. Right leg up to the sky, and slowly, same thing, reverse the warrior, hands clasped, pyramid pose. Beautiful job. Open up to warrior two this time, hands clasped behind you all the way, and then our humble warrior. Get really deep into this pose if you can. This works the hips, the base of your spine, opens your heart. Now we're going to go into our lizard pose. Either stay where you are or go to your elbows and drop your knee. Find what works for you today. And then stay in the lizard pose, opening your hips. And you can look down, activating your throat chakra. Such an important one, your voice, finding your voice. So powerful when you do. Gently come out of the lizard pose. Back into the lunge with the knee down. Hands can be up or more supported on your thigh. Now we're just going to do a twist, and hands could be in Paramudra, or you can go for the half bind, half Hanumanasana. Just straighten that knee and go forward. Beautiful job. Let something go in this pose. And really find a modification that works for you. If you're not all the way down, just stay where you are. You could look quite different than my pose, and it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It's how you feel, and if you're progressing. And breathing. It's all about the quality of your breath. Chaturanga, upward dog, and hold. If you can, just feel the power looking up and your whole body activated. Downward dog, left leg up, and warrior one. Clasp the hands and look up. Slowly dive into your pyramid. Warrior two. Hands back, hands clasped and looking up, and then dive down into your humble warrior. Beautiful job. Hold the pose to get the full benefit. Gently come out of the pose into lizard pose on the other side. Find a variation that works for you with your hand and your knee. And just hold. Breathing deeply. We store so much tension in our hips. And this is a perfect opportunity to let it go. Let go of what's not serving you. You can change. You can change who you are. Slowly going to half Hanumanasana. Try to straighten your knee if you can. Find the pose that works for you and hold the pose. Child's pose. Alright, we're going to go right into our downward dog. And just stay there, or if you wanted to do wild thing, go ahead, but otherwise just stay. And then go into our sequence that we've been doing. And pyramid pose. Reverse and humble warrior. You know where to go now. Lizard pose. And half Hanumanasana. Picking up the speed a little bit. If you want to grab that back foot, do so, or just stay in a low lunge. And then chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Left leg goes up, hold it there. Totally optional, wild thing, if that's your thing. And then go through the sequence a little faster this time. Look up, hands clasped, and pyramid. Open up, reverse the warrior, and humble warrior. Step into that lizard. Press into that lizard. And half Hanumanasana. Same thing, you can go into the low lunge, grab that foot. You can even do a bind in this position, but it's, again, totally optional. You'll never know unless you try, though. Alright, now that we're done with all the flowing, we're going to go into a half straddle and just stretch it out and hold. Such great work today. Showing up is half the battle. Just showing up on your mat. So proud of you. Let it go. Let the breath lead you to more relaxation in this pose, in this intense stretch. Beautiful job. Staying in the pose, staying focused. Try to find a release and then gently come out. We're going to go to the other side. Flex that foot, and it might look totally different. You can have your hands beside you on your, in between your leg, with your leg in between, much higher, or if you can, clasp your foot. You can also bend your knee if you need to. Just find what works for you. Find the challenge in the pose. Stay focused, stay on your breath, find peace in this pose. Alright, find more of a release if you can, and then gently come out of the pose. One final thing we're going to do is go on our stomach, grab our ankles from the outside, and just go for it. This is a really intense pose. You get one more chance. Look up. Use your arms to lift yourself up. Beautiful work. Hands in, kneel, just release. Hands are placed, and then we're going to slowly go into Savasana for a little bit. I'm sorry. If you want to, before you release all the way down, just grab your knees, gently massage your stomach in this pose. Gently do a twist if you want to. This is optional, or you can go straight to Savasana. Other side, if you're doing the twist. Open your heart and look to the other side, to the opposite side with your neck. All right, release the pose. Find your way back into Savasana. And feel free to stay in this pose for as long as you need. This is a restorative pose, but it is so good for your spine, aligning it to the ground. Alright, I'm going to finish here. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste and have a wonderful day.